Hello YouTube, this is Jonathan Buford again. I'm making my weekly video, and today we're going to talk about the program Get Rich Slowly. So Get Rich Slowly is an online program that I found through Chris Guillebeau. Chris Guillebeau, I think I'm saying his name right. He wrote a book called The Art of Nonconformity. Set your own rules. What does it say here? Set your own rules, live the life you want, and change the world. This book, along with Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek, were pretty much the first two books that I read that had to do with becoming a digital nomad. And I mentioned him. He also wrote a book called Born for This. Chris Guillebeau. He also wrote a book called The $100 Startup. So it's pretty well known. I'm mentioning him because I don't know, just giving you guys a backdrop of the legitimacy of where I found this link for this program called Get Rich Slow. Chris Guillebeau is well known. He has a lot of good information on his site, travel hacks, stuff like that. The guy's, I think he flew to 200 countries. No, actually, his plan was to fly to every country in the world. So, very interesting site. Forgot what it's called, but if you do a search for Chris Guillebeau, you'll find it. And I was on his site one day, and I found a link to this financial program called Get Rich Slow. And me and my wife were having difficulties with our finances, not so much with the amount of money we made, but what we did with it. So I ended up buying it, and we started to do it. And I posted. It's been about a year and a half or so since we've been working on it, I do believe. We stopped doing it for 8 months. And like I said, and I've said a few times before, stop starting. It's the best way to never get anything done at all. Start something, stop it. So yeah, Chris Guillebeau, pretty legit. Just like him, just like Tim Ferriss, I actually went through his book and started doing the work, and I got to a point where I was overwhelmed and I couldn't push through the resistance, or I chose not to, and I put his book down, which is something I'm something I'm not doing anymore. So, yeah, backdrop for where I found the link. And then JD Roth is also an experienced blogger. He wrote for New York Times and has a website. If you check out his blog, it's simple, but it's definitely, and no, never mind. Maybe I'll edit that out. Anyways, he's experienced. He's a good writer. Tons of people use his stuff and his advice. He writes on finance and is also working towards being a nomad of sorts, but I think with an RV. So anyhow, the guy's legit. And the program, I don't know, I forgot how much it was. I think it was $50 or something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, we've gotten so much out of it, so it's not really even that important to me. Yeah, and the actual author's legitimacy for me is good. I research I don't buy programs anymore without researching them, without looking into them, without knowing a good amount about them, just because I've got scammed before by a coaching company. One of the best things that's ever happened to me. So guy's legit, program's legit, and it's just been super helpful. It took us, it's taken us a year and a half to get to where we are now. Like I said, where we've actually gone through the program. It's a finance program to be able to find out what you want to do, find out what's really essential to you, find out where your money is going. He has you make goals in different categories: short-term goals, intermediate goals, long-term goals, ongoing goals, and I think it was a big barrier for us to get past, to actually get to that point, to write our goals down. But even if you just write your goals down, that can be so important. And how I kind of want to frame this for you guys is kind of with the help of a video from Chris the Freelancer, and I will provide the link down below. But I watched one of his videos, and the video was about it was a basic structure on how to become a digital nomad, and very well done. I'm so impressed with these YouTubers that have been doing this thing for a while that really just seem like it's their own TV show. So really well done. And he talked about it was 4 parts, the structure that he talked about. He talked about 1, build skills. So you got to have skills to be able to make money while you're traveling, right? Number 2, find work, and you have to find work, whether or not you're self-employed or working for a company or coding or doing social media managing or making jewelry, like whatever it is that you do, you have to find work because you need money unless you have a trust fund, which I don't. So 3, remote barriers. Remove barriers, and that is stuff like, are you in a relationship that's not gonna that's not gonna survive you moving to Thailand or wherever you're gonna go, and whatever else that's stopping you, that's in the way of you actually doing that. So that's the 3rd step. The 4th step would be choose location, and that's takes research in itself. And each of these steps, so 4 is choose location. Each of these steps has a lot of work to do, maybe more or less depending on who you are and whatever you already have lined up. But another thing that I've found that this program has really helped me with is getting everything organized. All the goals, as far as once you know what you want to do, if you want to be a digital nomad and go just travel and work while you travel, then you kind of there's just so much to do. There's so much to do, and this program's allowed us to put all of that down as best as we can and start working towards it, which is huge. It's so huge to have like a structure to put all of these little tiny things in and to be able to work towards them. That's absolutely huge. One thing I'll mention that Chris the Freelancer actually mentioned it in his video, that the 5th step would be going. Like you buy your ticket for a certain date and you just go, or you lose the money for the ticket. You just have an exit date, and so yeah, it's basically like 5 steps as far as I can tell. And the benefits, pros, cons. I don't usually like pros, cons list. This has overall been hugely helpful for us. We've been able to write mission statements for ourselves. The program teaches you to think of yourself as CEO of You Inc. Like whatever you are, you are a corporation. You're chief financial officer, and you're the CEO as well. So it's kind of a change in thinking as far as your paradigm. If you've never seen stuff like this, which that's the case for me, and it's really, really helped us to get focused and to help us know where we're at in the process, how much we have left to do. And just real quick, I'll show you once he has you, once you've gone through the process, he has you make these different goals for different time periods, short, intermediate, long, whatever. And then after you have all the goals written down for those sections, then you make a list called Next Actions List. And I thought I had that right here, but here it is. Anyways, Next Actions List, short term, intermediate, long term. We didn't have our inks running out, or this would have been different colors. Anyways, it's colors of Starburst now. Anyhow, yeah, you get the next action for each of your short-term and intermediate and long-term goals, and then you write them down on here, and then you're able to see, oh my gosh, that's what I have to do next, and it becomes manageable. It becomes manageable. I don't know about you, but this whole process for me has been extremely overwhelming. Extremely overwhelming. So now I know what I need to do. It's all on here, and when I get done with things, and sometimes I do them and I don't even know that they're on the list, and I get to go back and cross it off, and that always feels good. It really does. It helps. To-do lists help. So next action, and then we actually made these on Excel. And if you actually end up buying this program, and I'm not an affiliate, by the way, I'm not an affiliate of Chris or JD Roth or anyone really. It's just something that has helped me and my wife tremendously to work towards our goals of becoming a digital nomad. So yeah, we made these sheets on Excel, and if you want, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll actually make these sheets available if anyone's interested in them, because it really helps. We put them together for organizational purposes, and it's helpful. So pros, cons. It's a lot of work. Let's talk about the cons first. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of soul searching. It's a lot of focusing on things that might not be that fun to focus on. And it's a big program. We're only on page 25 or so, and I think it's got a lot of pages, 75 pages. We're like probably 1/4 to 1/3 of the way through. And I don't know if the rest of it's going to be as work intensive as the first part, but you get out of things what you put into them. So I don't even know if that's a super big con. It's just not a super short program. So there's that, and then there's the fact that it's hard to organize some of the stuff that he wants you to do. That's why we made these sheets. And yeah, besides that, it's not free, so there's the cost of it. Otherwise, I can't think of any super strong cons. Like with he actually he likes stocks and bonds, and I don't play that. I don't play that game, and that's cool if you do. For me, I choose not to. And there's other things that he does which I feel are not for me. So like everything, take what you like, leave the rest. Pros, it has helped us get organized. It has helped us gain a certain amount of control over our finances. It has helped us get focused with our mission statement, and we've refined those over time a few times, and probably more than a few times, multiple times. And that kind of stuff, when you start to get clear on what you want and what you're going to do to get it, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. So organization, the change in thinking that comes with like having this huge thing that you want to do and not knowing how to do it, and then having that kind of file itself in with the work that you do down on paper, so that you know the next steps, the next things that you need to do. It makes it manageable. It just makes it feel like something you can actually maybe pull off, so that's hugely helpful. And we're only, like I said, 1/4 to 1/3 of the way through the process. So I'm yeah, a little wary because I try to do too much sometimes, but I'm looking forward to what the rest of the program has in store. And any other big cons, big pros, I mean, it's been hugely helpful. Just know that it's a lot of work, and if you don't feel like doing all that right now, don't get it. Don't get it, because it'll sit there and be one of those things that sits there and collects dust. I hate those things. Yeah, talked about the worksheets, so I'm going to go ahead and end up this video. I don't want it to be super long, but if you are ready for change, and if you want something that will organize your process towards becoming a digital nomad and help you gain control of your finances, and that will help you grow in that area, and not just that area, but other areas as well, and that will be a very good companion on your journey to becoming a digital nomad. And even if you're already a digital nomad, it can help you get organized and help you move towards whatever other goals that you're working for. So that's about it. I've covered everything I wanted to cover. If you like the video, please do so below, and please subscribe. It would really help me out a lot. You can do that below with the little red box, and then there's the symbol. So that's about it for this week. Hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for your time.